Hi everyone. As we are moving forward towards New Year, or maybe you are watching this video already in a New Year, let's talk today about what kind of meditation we can do and we can prepare ourselves to our next steps in life. So you can do this at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, in the middle of the year, but it's kind of a meditation I believe will help us to accommodate, to get all these different experiences that we are receiving during this some period of time, make it our experience, our base from where we can move forward, from where we can achieve something else, something bigger, greater, more interesting, more different. So first of all, you definitely need to do, especially at the end of the year, meditations that will help you to look back on your year and get kind of understanding what actually you achieved. And I will link this somewhere over there on the top and in the description of this video. But what else we can do? What next step? And I find myself a really interesting situation that usually what's happening, we are getting some kind of experience, we are maybe getting in a situation we don't like, but at the end we can understand why the situation happened to us. And obviously there are a lot of different situations, challenges, heartbreaks and so in our lives, and I know about that, believe me or not, but I want to look at this from the optimistically realistic perspective, or from bigger perspective if you wish, and I want to get experience from this. So what we can do in this case? So you need to give yourself 10-15 minutes, or maybe how it works for me when I'm starting to think about that. I may from the beginning not achieved all 10 points, all 10 things to remember at the beginning, but during the day, the next day, so when you gave your brain some kind of a task to think about that from this perspective, you may get some kind of results and answers even later on. So what I want to do, I want to give you or propose to you to make some kind of a list. You can do this on a paper, and this will be definitely great if you can write it down. And I may suggest you can use any of your gadgets, but on the paper it's kind of a different way of working. But the topic is what happened to me during this year that was not good from the beginning. Maybe it was hard, heartbreaking, difficult, and so unexpected. But actually this works for me, or worked out for me. So one more time, what happened to me during this period of time? You can definitely do not only 1 year, but 10, 20, all your life. What happened to me during this period of time? And let's do 1 year. That was not great at the beginning. I didn't expect this. It was not that great. But actually, at the end, it works for me. And I may give you an example, and it's better to give yourself kind of, again, task to remember 10 things, 10 situations, what happened to you. For example, you got fired, it's just happening, yeah, but you find another job that's much better, or you find your hobby that actually making more money for you, or you are still looking for a job but now you're looking from like different field, or getting some courses, some kind of courses that are giving you new perspectives. Or another example, I wanted to leave this job so much. I was like counting the days and looking for other proposals, and maybe even got one. But I stayed on this job because of some kind of reasons. And actually now at the end of the year I understand why I should stay at this job, because I got some kind of a field that for example, I found the same example. I found a hobby that actually will help me in the future, not to leave this job only, but get some great side hustle that will support me, my life, and all my dreams. Or I didn't know that my relative will like got sick and I need to spend more time with them, and it's actually great that I stayed on this job. Why am I giving you these examples for you? Because sometimes we think that some kind of a situation is good or bad because we want something else, but we not always get in all perspectives, and we don't know what actually may happen in the future, and some situations that was unlucky for us actually may, from the bigger obviously perspective, work out for us. And obviously I'm giving you this kind of a neutral example because we can talk about that, about our health, about place of living, family life, love life, our kids, our parents, our friends, whatever. It's amazingly how much actually happening all the time to us. We just don't think about that. And usually we are becoming angry or unsatisfied with something because we are never sitting and thinking that actually a lot of situations, obviously not all of them, but a lot of situations actually working for us. And what else is happening? That when we are never doing this work, when we are never sitting and working with our brain, with our soul, with our all our experience, and when we are never recognizing that actually a lot of situations working for us, we believe we are not lucky, that we are not lucky, not happy, not great, not successful or something. And we are forgetting that in a lot of situations that we are successful, we are great, we are situations working out for us, and so and so and so. I believe it's really important to get these kind of marks that actually I did done. And this meditation, this understanding, this style of life, that's why I think that we need to do this from time to time in our life. This giving us that base, that understanding, that grounding, where we can move from. We can move from this base situation to something bigger, to something brighter, to something that we always wanted to achieve. So, coming back to the meditation, take a seat, take a list and pencil or pen, and write it down. What kind of situations in your life during this last year was not so great at the beginning, but actually this give you another perspective, and now with this experience you can move forward towards something new, bigger, great, and so and so and so. And yes, I know there are different situations, and some situations much bigger than 1 year. So take your time. You don't need to rush with answers, but definitely take your time and work on this task, on this meditation. So, hope you enjoy this. Hope you enjoy this meditation. Hope you enjoy this video. Subscribe, hit like button if you like it, and see you next video.